And 339 for 5 stumps. What do you make of that day and that score?
Highlight for me was 3 spinners bowling before 11:30, Ollie. No, on a serious note, I think the way we stuck at it throughout the whole day was wonderful, if I'm honest, because we got some great rewards towards the end of the day. So I think on a really good pitch, I think we'd take that.
It felt like almost a very traditional day of red ball cricket. I think the run rate only went over 3 in the final session, and it's one of those situations where if you can't take wickets, just make sure you control the rate, and they did that very well.
We did. I mean, a special credit has to go to young Farhan. I mean, he bowled beautifully, held up pretty much one end, and supported by both Liam Patterson-White and Freddie from a spinning point of view. I also think Rob Lord on debut, certainly that opening spell was top draw, and bowled nicely. Yeah.
Let's talk about Farhan. It is a story, having taken 4 of the 5 wickets to fall. Firstly, tell us what he's like as a person off the field as much as anything, and what he's like sort of around the nets, because you'd have spent more time with him than a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, I've really got to know Farhan almost probably over the last 2-3 months, and he's just a little gem of a boy, because he's not a man yet, is he? But no, he's very, very respectful, a great lad. But more importantly, just from a pure cricketing point of view, very professional at such a young age. Just very focused as well, knows exactly what he's doing. And it's an absolute dream to coach, to be fair. Yeah.
What was it about his performance today that you think earned him the rewards at the end of the session?
I think a skill level, if I'm honest. I mean, he's got a wonderful ability as a 16-year-old to bowl man's pace, which is a really tough thing to do at that age. So he's got to take a lot of credit for that. I think with that, there's going to become a lot of nurturing with that, because as he grows, it's very important we just let him grow into himself and let him develop his action more and the rest of that. But from a pure skill level, he's really at a wonderful stage where he's working batters out. He's got lovely skill level of changing with pace, different angles, and it's just great that on his first class debut. Well, is it his first class debut?
For the club, yeah.
For the club, it is, yeah. To perform at such a level against a top class side is a great effort. To be fair, he could have actually got a wicket or 2 earlier, in my opinion. I thought he had 1 or 2 really good LBW shouts. And on another day, that could have been even better.
What will he be like now up in the dressing room at the end of the day? Because I'm sure he's had a roller coaster of emotions today, from nerves, excitement, tiredness. I'm sure, having bowled 28 overs.
Yeah, I mean, another strength of his is he's really calm. He doesn't get too high, too low, so he's got a lovely ability just to be able to stay level. But no doubt he'll be a bit knackered, but he'll be ready for tomorrow.
And he can't do what he did without those other bowlers that you mentioned there, the 2 spinners, and Rob Lord as well. Let's touch on those other 2 spinners. Freddie's still young, I guess, because he's making his second appearance rather than his first. You've probably not touched on him as much, but a real mature showing from him as well.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously Freddie's been with us for the whole year, and I've known Freddie for a while. And from a pure bowling point of view, if I'm honest, was very much a part-timer, but has worked extremely hard in his bowling. And is developing very quickly on that aspect. As a character, as a person, we've got a little gem there. He's, he's for a 19, 20-year-old, he's just got this wonderful ability to soak everything up, and every level that he's going at, it looks like he's just loving the challenge and actually is moving very, very quickly. So I think there's going to be a lot of special things for him moving forward at this club, which is great.
And it says a lot about Rob Lord's temperament as well, that the ways he bowled today, he obviously had that new ball spell at the top of the order and got that wicket, and then came back with an older ball and bowled short. He's got a lot to his game.
Yeah, I think Rob, the big thing, I think that stood out for all of us as coaches was that spell at Surrey in Guildford on the 50 over comp. I think I really liked how he had a hunger in his eyes, and he smelt something there where he took the whole team to a different level of enthusiasm and excitement, and he pretty much blew the team away. And he hasn't really looked back from there, so I think it was just a matter of time before he made his debut in this format. And I thought he held on really, really well, to himself, especially on a flat wicket. He didn't have much there for him to work with. I liked the way he tried a few different plans at times. And look, he's going to develop and grow as time, but he's got wonderful attributes. He bowls good pace. So again, I think we've got a nice little find there.
How much confidence is there tomorrow that if you can take some quick wickets, this game's set up quite nicely for your batters to come out and make a big score as well?
Yeah, look, I mean, tomorrow's going to be another difficult day on a tough pitch. They bat deep, so we've got to come with the right mindset. We've got to show some real desperation and hunger. We're in a real fight for this league. Everyone's aware of that, and we've got to, we've got to show some, as I mentioned there, a different level of desperation. Starting tomorrow, try and get them off this field as quick as we can, and then we've got to bat for our lives. If I'm honest, we've got to, really value partnerships, bat as long as we possibly can, and then see how we can move forward from there.